Hi, it's Miss Nicole from the South Fayette Township Library again, and look at these fun paper flowers. Guess what? I made these in so little time, it was amazing. All you need is food coloring or watercolor paints and coffee filters. So here I have my red and white tinted coffee filters. So you'll notice I made them splotchy, and this is because some flowers are not solid colored. They have white and red in them. And so I decided that I would make flowers like that. So what I did was I wet down the coffee filters, and then I put some red food coloring in a cup. I added water to it, and then I poured a little bit in splotches and then let it spread. I actually had way too much of the food coloring in my tray when I colored these. So I took some white ones, some just plain old coffee filters, spread it out like this, and put them between, kind of layered them in, and pressed down, and the color soaked through. All right, now in order to make your flowers, you need a minimum of 4. And the more layers you have, the tighter your flower will be. So this one here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers in it. This one has 6, and this one has 9. I have 2 different styles of petals. These are triangle cuts, and I'll show you how to do those. And these are rounded cuts, so it kind of gives your flowers just a little bit different look. Now the first thing that you're going to do is take your circles, your coffee filter circles, and fold them in half. So you have a half circle. You're going to fold them in half again. So you've got a quarter, and fold them again, and now you have an 1/8, and again, and you have a 1/16. Now if you want to do a rounded edge flower, this is where you would cut it. If you want to do a spiky flower like that one, you'll fold it one more time, and then if you're a kid, make sure you have a grown-up to help you. Okay, so in order to make the spiky kind of flowers, like this one here and this one here, you'll need to cut 2 little triangles off of each side. If you want to make the rounded ones, like I said, you don't need to fold it up quite as close, but then you can take it and you'll just kind of cut a circle. And once again, I'm using big scissors, and so if you're not comfortable using big scissors, ask a grown-up or a teenager to help you. And you'll cut around in a circle so it kind of looks like an ice cream cone. And you'll do that with each of the circles until you have a whole bunch of these. So now here I go. Now once you have these all done, you're going to open them up, and you will have something that looks like this. And you know, it's okay, doesn't look quite that great, but watch what happens when you open them all up. You know what I noticed? One of my favorite flowers when I was done was this one here, the purple one. But when I first dyed all of them and then cut it out, I thought that it didn't look very good. I thought the colors were muddy, and I really was not impressed with it. But after I turned it into a flower, it's my favorite one. Well, unless this one comes out better. And so what I like to do is have the darker colors in the center and the lighter colors around the edge. When I did the orange and the yellow ones, what I did was I put a little bit of yellow on 2 of the flower petals, and went a little bit, then added a little bit of red to the yellow next time. And then for the center, I added more red and a little less yellow. So they're darker in the middle, and then they get lighter around the outside. So I got that nice 2-tone effect. All right, well now how am I going to turn this into a flower? Believe it or not, all you need is a pipe cleaner or a chenille stem. To make a flower, the first thing that you need is a little bead for the center, and that's because you need something that is going to be a little wider than the hole you're poking. You just take the center of the flower and poke the pipe cleaner through it, pull it all the way through. Now I twisted my pipe cleaner around the bead. Can you see that? And so it's going to take a little bit of gentle wiggling. If you do it too hard, you're going to rip it. So just gently twist it around and it will sit in the center of the flower. And then you're going to repeat that process for each of your petal layers. So here I go. Going down and then gently wiggle it over that last part there until it pokes through, and then press them up. And then when you're all done, look at that, it kind of looks like a poppy. I like that look. All right, or maybe a little bit of a peony, I don't know. How do you stop them from falling off? You do the same thing. You put a bead on the other end of the pipe cleaner, on the other end of the flower, and it'll go all the way up to the base. Now, keep in mind, if you've got little ones, that the ends of a pipe cleaner have a little metal wire sticking out of the bottom, and that'll hurt little fingers. So I'm going to cut the end of it because some of the fuzz from the chenille stem has slipped off of it, and then I'll just bend it over a couple times. Or because this is such a skinny pipe cleaner, I'll just twist it and turn it into a little bit thicker pipe cleaner chenille stem. And now I have a third or fourth flower in my bouquet. So that's the process for making coffee filter flowers, and I hope you have fun making them at home. So thank you for joining me, Miss Nicole H. from the South Fayette Township Library. I'll see you next time.